evening everyone, welcome to Virtual FMR. My name is Clive Finnimore and tonight we are running 5 at 5 with Clive. How are you? Hello Anthony Anderson, good evening gang, Anthony says. Here we are, it's a Monday afternoon. I've had the day off work. I've got 3 days off work this week because I ran the Classic Quarter in Cornwall on Saturday, so I booked in 3 days of recovery. So tonight I thought I'd jump on the treadmill at 5, do a little recovery run, see if there's any niggles, any pains or anything, or actually in myself I feel really good. It's actually really good at the moment. The sun is out. Believe it or not, the sun is out, especially after the weekend we've just had. A little bit cloudy, a little bit breezy. It's 15.6 degrees centigrade here in the Cornish garage tonight. 35% humidity. How are you all? So just one other person in the run with me tonight. Now the weather's getting better, people are heading outside. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's outdoor time. Anthony's asking, how am I feeling? I'm actually feeling alright. I was a little bit tired yesterday, but apart from that, I've got no obvious niggles or pains or anything, but we'll start this run and we'll see what happens. So let's get the treadmill moving. We're going to start at 10 kilometers per hour. Might keep it there, might slowly increase it as we go. Thank you to Tina for setting up this run tonight. So, this is the first time I've jogged or run since Saturday. Feel a little bit stiff in the legs, but apart from that, no pain, which is good. Yeah, so it's 5 o'clock, so on the Cornish Runner channel, my video of our little adventure on Saturday has now gone live. So if you fancy seeing how Oliver and myself got on a Saturday, check that out later on. We've already dropped a little trailer explaining what the Classic Quarter is all about on Instagram, Facebook and TikTok. But we also have now gone live with the main video. It's about 13 minutes long. A quick insight of what we got up to on Saturday. Cheers, Anthony. It was my son Oliver's. It was his first ultra run, or first run longer than a marathon. He did really well. He did really well. He had a few down moments in mid-run. He came through them and he was buzzing at marathon distance, believe it or not. But then repetitive running got to his knees, about 50k. One of his knees had started playing up, which then he was counterbalancing onto the other side of his body and his foot packed in. So I whipped out the running poles and he was completely determined the last 10k to make it to the finish line, which he did. I let him go out in front, fight his demons on his own, battle through it, and he made it to the finish. So well done to Oliver. Good work, buddy. Hello, Tina. Tina says, hi everyone. Sorry, I was just getting my shoes on. Tina, you're in the run with me. Nice to have you, Tina. Tina's probably here doing a little bit of a recovery walk. Good to have you back on the treadmill. So I'm here doing a little recovery run. Tina's doing a recovery walk. Thank you, Paul. Paul says hi. Good work, Oliver and Clive. Cheers, Paul. Video's now gone live, Paul, on the Cornish Runner channel. Tina's having a walk. That's all right, Tina. Keep the legs ticking over. I didn't know how it was going to go for me tonight, seeing obviously I was resting yesterday, and I've had pretty much a restful day today as I haven't been to work. Got exciting morning tomorrow morning. 7:45, I've got a driver awareness training. A 3-hour course. Sat in front of my computer, probably in here, listening to how to not go over 30 miles an hour. So that's something to do on a Tuesday morning, isn't it? And then I'll have the rest of the day off. I'm off work on Wednesday, back to work on Thursday. Anthony says, afternoon, Paul. Paul says, hi, Anthony. So I don't know if you can see that. It's Running Medal Monday, isn't it? But I've got me a little shirt, I've got my new t-shirt on, which we got from the event, classic quarter. Nice blue one. Should have got the large, really. Funny size I am. Sometimes you get medium, fits perfect. Sometimes you get medium and it feels a little bit too small. Sometimes you pick up a large, it's like wearing a big bag. Generally, I'm more happy with medium than I am with large. But this time round, I wish I bought a large. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Just could do with being a little bit longer. When you put your arms up, when you're doing a cool down at the end of the run, your belly button probably becomes on show. Paul! Paul's just got a new gadget. What is it, Paul? Tina says she's almost pain-free, so just keep it on with the rehab. Tina, good work. Just don't go doing any marathon training anytime soon. Take it easy for a bit now. Shorter runs, nice and steady, slowly build up. Tina says, oh, do tell, Paul. What's the new gadget? Anthony's asking, Paul, what's that? I think I'll go up 0.2 every kilometre instead of every 500 metres. Everything's feeling good. I feel sort of like really, my legs feel really heavy, but there's no niggles or pains or anything. And in myself, I feel really good. So, yeah, happy with that. Carry on now. Might do I don't think I'll be going out with running club tomorrow because they're doing rounders. They're doing a social games and rounders on the beach. And I don't fancy rolling my ankle on soft sand. So tomorrow night I might do a gym session. Tina, I said that word again, gym session. Here, using Garmin Connect coach. And I might do a bit of circuit training or something in here. See how I feel. And then Wednesday, we should be here with our track session at 5 PM in Zwift. Thursday, back out with Run Club. And Friday, I might use it as another gym session, another circuit training session. Try and get 2 or 3 in a week. And then back to parkrun on Saturday. Oh, Paul's bought an expensive fan from Italy as he's worried about the heat in the garage over the summer. Tina says no more running for her, or no running for another week or 2. So just gentle walking on the treadmill probably for Tina and walking the dogs. Anthony says, I hope it's not too big to Paul's new fan. Chatgot does great workouts. I haven't dived too much into it yet, Tina. I'm quite happy with Garmin Connect at the moment. I actually added a couple of workouts into the set workout. I might delete them. I actually added in press-ups for 30 seconds and burpees for 30 seconds. But it turns it into a 40-minute workout, intensive workout. So I might look for an easier one tomorrow. Paul says, with regards to his new fan, it's very powerful. It's the new Dyson one. You can hold it or hang it around your neck or stand it on a desk. Chat GPT. Not chatbot, sorry Tina. I thought you were telling me about a new app then, Tina, that I didn't know about. A chatbot. Up 0.2 on the speed. What's that? Hang it around your knock? Actually, thinking about it, you could use it to hang it around your knock on a hot summer's run. Paul says, neck! Neck you wally, Clive! I had to be careful how I said the knock. This t-shirt that I got from the run on Saturday is almost the same as the blue Zwift colour, isn't it? Tina says my silent tower fan is a bit too big for that. Is it battery operated, Paul? It's not meant for running, says Paul. I've got my little old Honeywell still here on the wall in front of me, the first ever fan I bought for the treadmill back in 2020. It blows out a very gentle breeze, but if I could, I'd definitely get one that was blasts out more of a breeze, because it's okay. It keeps the airflow moving around, but it's not very powerful. Paul says his new fan is rechargeable. Legs feel really good, actually. Like I said, they're a little bit heavy, but no niggles, no pains in my heels or my ankles or my knees, calves, shins, quads, hamstrings, all feel good. I had a little bit of a backache yesterday and this morning, but I think that was more of the position I slept. But that seems to have gone as well now. Tina still has her Honeywell fan. It's 15 years old. Nice one. Talking about 15 years old, that reminds me, our MacBook Pros, both Lucy's and mine, are the old 2015 model. And lately we've been having a lot of updates flashing up saying, Google no longer supports MacBook Pro 2015. Something else no longer supports. Windows doesn't support MacBook 2015, so the computer itself works absolutely fine. The old laptop for word processing and general use, but now they're going to become obsolete, which is a bit of a pain. Paul's new fan blows at 55 miles per hour. Nice one. I tell you what, the wind on Saturday morning when we stepped out of the car at Lizard Point was probably higher than that. It was absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Blowing gale force. Can you believe it? It even hailstoned. In the morning on Saturday, it's June, we had sideways hailstones on the cliff paths at about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning. Absolutely crazy. And then a bit later on in the run, I got absolutely sandblasted by sandstorm when we were running along the seafront. Unfortunately, I didn't have my sunglasses because I thought the weather was going to be rubbish. So I had to run with my cap was in my bag because I was worried it was going to blow off. So I was running along the seafront with my hand on my head like that to keep the sand out my eyes, which I realised I couldn't do that for about an hour or two while I was running along Marathon in Penzance. Then I realised you could actually see through my buff. So I pulled the buff down over my eyes. I could just make out what was going on through it, and it stopped the sand going in my eyes. So you'll see that in the video on the Cornish Runner channel, me running along with the buff pulled over my face. I even run past a lady runner who's doing it properly, and she's got a hood up, a buff up and sunglasses. Looks like she's desert running. Paul Hayward's bought a fan like Tina's silent running one. It arrives tomorrow. Whisper quiet for the bedroom. Well, I actually like the sound of the fan in the bedroom. The constant airflow noise, because it drowns out the snoring dog. Well, the pug sleeps in the bedroom with us and he snores all night. But I have to have the fan on that makes a nice sort of like white noise sound to drown the pug out. Tina says she loves her silent running fan. It's a game changer. Why don't you just have the window open, says Anthony. Not cool enough, says Tina, not cool enough. I've got to have a fan on. I think we have a fan switched on in the bedroom all year. Unfortunately, I think my wife's been scammed. She was online somewhere and she saw those little fans that you can plug in the ceiling. It's like a light bulb with a fan on it. And they are real. We know people that have got them. They say they're really good. However, I don't know where she bought it from. Luckily, she used PayPal, but they never turned up. So it was possibly a scam. So she's going to have to email PayPal now and put in a dispute. Are they? Oh! The fans are on their way. She wasn't scammed. All right. So she put a petition into PayPal, who got onto the seller, and apparently they've had a reply saying the fans are on the way. So I'll have to let you all know what they're like. Comes with a little remote, and you can speed them up and down. Just plugs in the stand and ceiling light fitting, apparently. That was my update from the door behind. Paul says he's so glad he's ordered his new silent running fans, due to be delivered this week, in time for next week. He says it's going to be hot again next week. So everybody get ordering your fans. Have you noticed? All the prices of fans went up last week. They're probably all on discount now because it's gone cold. But apparently it's getting hot again next week, says Paul. And they'll put the prices back up again. I'm a bit dehydrated, Tina. Lips are a bit dry. And the mouth, I still haven't hydrated correctly. Paul says the silent running fans are not for running, they are for the bedroom and sleeping better at night. My wife Lucy, just for some random reason, goes out and sleeps in the hallway, on the floor. I wake up in the night, she's disappeared, and she's out in the hallway. Thank you for the ride on, Jarrett. Cheers, buddy. I've missed a couple of speed changes. Oh, it doesn't matter, does it? Let's put it up now. There we are, 2.5 kilometres into tonight's run. Halfway through, 2.5 to go. Currently running at 10.4 kilometres per hour. Heart rate 128. Feeling okay? No niggles, no discomfort of any kind, which is really good. I was ready to finish on Saturday at 45 miles. I wasn't burnt out completely, but I was definitely in the walk-jog zone. So it was a good distance. I was at my max. Oliver dragged himself to the line. He was determined to get there. He's now experienced the ultra running lows and highs. Tina's just done 1.2 kilometres. Well done, Tina. Keep those legs turning over. Been running now 17 minutes and 14 seconds. Nice deep breaths. Check your form. Hips forward, shoulders back, head up. I didn't lose anything either. I'm very good at losing collapsible cups or coats or hats during an ultra event. But even though it was really windy, neither Oliver or myself lost anything, so that was good. So when we finish this, I'm going to go and carry on with rehydrating, little and often, all through the day, Now I've been talking about drinking, I need a wee. Oh, I'll tell you one thing that we both were affected by on Saturday. Bloody chafing. Chafing! And I've now realised chafing occurs when your shorts are wet. So I've only ever had chafing once before when running, and that was during the Eden Project Marathon. And it was pouring with rain. And of course on Saturday, it was also pouring with rain. And I got a little bit of chafing, and so did Oliver. So I think it's when your shorts get wet. I've also ran on baking hot, extremely hot days and never suffered from it on 100 milers. But now I've had it on a marathon and a 45 miler during the wet. So that's something new I learnt. Grab the old Vaseline when it's raining. Tina says body glide, Clive, just saying. Yeah, I think if it's raining, next time we'll put something on, I tell you. It wasn't too bad, it was just a little sting for about an hour or so, and then that was it. The sun came out in the afternoon in the second part of the run, everything dried up and everything was good. We've just clocked over 3k, increasing the speed to 10.6 kilometers per hour. So far in the story of joining the Army Reserves, Oliver has now overtaken me. When you're joining up, you get this app and it has different stages. And I started the whole process about 2 weeks before Oliver, which I remained ahead of him. But over the last 24 hours, he is now dramatically leapfrogged me, and he's now waiting for his medical check and assessment days to be booked in, where I am still waiting for my medical history to be sent from this local surgery to the Army recruitment. So he's joining the Plymouth branch, Medical Corps, and I'm joining the Cornish Bodmin branch, Port Maritime Ops. And obviously the Plymouth one's a bit more organised than my one. Tina says that's because he's younger. It's probably because his medical history's only got one page in it, and mine's like an Encyclopedia Britannia. Nah, mine's not actually too bad. Mine's not too bad. I've only had a couple of sprained ankles and a burn, and I think that's about it really. I can't think of anything I've been to hospital for or anything. I've never broke a bone. I've never broke a bone that's been confirmed, put it that way. I think I broke a toe by kicking a bedpost a couple of times. Possibly broke my nose from a hockey stick when I was at school. But nothing went in my records, so that's good. Seems to be clouding up outside a little bit now. I think this week's alright actually. I think tomorrow's going to be sunny. I think Wednesday's going to be hit and miss. I think Thursday is horrendous again. Friday is hit and miss. And then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, like Paul said earlier, is going to be hot and sunny again. So make sure you get your fans ready. Heart rate slowly increased to 131, 132. It's about where it should be really. Even though we did that big run on Saturday, heart rate is roughly where it normally is at this stage of this run. Paul says, or open your windows, Anthony. The problem is when we open the windows, you can hear everything outside, can't you? So it's like deadly silent through the night. And then when the bird chorus starts, it wakes you up. And the other thing is, if you've got your window open, you can't have the bedroom light on because all the moths and night-time flying insects come in your window. We get some huge moths coming in here, giant hawk moths, things like that. You put your bedroom light on, it's like a beacon. You open the curtains and they're all running up the window outside trying to get in. So that's why we don't open the window. Anthony says, Tina, the run we did last Friday certainly helped with the progress to level 50. Nice one, Anthony. Good work, buddy. Anthony's cracking out the XP there and leveling up here in Zwift. I'm still on level 30, just over 2/3 of the way through now. So we're getting there. I'm sure it's going faster than if it was standard XP, because we've all got accumulated XP because we've been stuck at level 30 for about 2 or 3 years. So it must be going up quicker. Tina's almost level 31. Well done, Tina. Just about to hit 4 kilometers. Up 0.2. We might as well just take it up to 11. 11 kilometers per hour for me for the final kilometer. Tina says the Express XP, or the accumulated XP that we've all got in the background, gives you double XP. Or she say the Express XP runs give you double. Paul says he's slowly getting there. Paul Haber says he's going to do the Express. What's the Express then? Tina says, no, Clive. There are runs called Express XP. It's good to know, isn't it? So if you're looking for extra XP at the moment on Zwift, run on the Express XP runs. Help you level up faster, unlock those t-shirts, caps, shorts, shoes and socks. Tina's about to hit 2 kilometers. Well done, Tina. Paul's asking, how often are the express runs, Tina? Or Anthony. Both been running the express runs. Thank you for the ride on, Andrew Cutmore. Cheers, buddy. Anthony says the trouble is they're not at the same time every day. Every couple of hours on weekends, Tina says. So watch out for them, Paul, for that double XP. Just trying to control my breathing a little bit. Nice deep breaths. Help keep that heart rate down. Getting up there now, 138. Running at 11 kilometers per hour. Weekdays, Clive. Weekdays. What am I on about weekends, Tina? Tina says weekdays. Every couple of hours. Express XP. So jump on your treadmills. Run on an Express XP run. And get double XP. We all like a bit of double XP, don't we? Get the level bar rising up faster. Woohoo! Less than 500 meters to go. Legs feeling good. Even the glutes are feeling good. After all that hill climbing and the steps on the Cornish coast, I'm surprised my glutes are feeling okay. Mind you, at the beginning of the run, the glutes reminded me they were there. I've been doing, well, I said I've done one session, Garmin Connect workout session, which has planks in it. And other various lunges and squats and reverse lunges. And I think that woke the glutes up last week. When I started the run on Saturday, oh yes, something was going on. But now it's all okay. Oh, Anthony says he's looking for tomorrow to see if there's any on. He said there's one at 6. There's one at 4 and there's one at 7. So tomorrow afternoon, 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock, there's an express run with double XP. So if you're looking to level up quicker, jump on one of them runs. Join Tina or Anthony or Paul. Tina says, I'm going to stay here for a bit walking. Thanks for your company, Clive, and everyone. Thank you, Tina, for joining us. Anthony says, take it easy, Tina. Yeah, don't do it all too quick. Well done for jumping on tonight, staying disciplined, and just keeping the legs ticking over. See, Tina had this a few weeks ago. She had a little injury. She got over it and then started doing marathon training. Unfortunately, the marathon training was a little bit too much too soon. And now Tina's taking it easy again and hopefully being a bit more sensible this time. It's usually Tina telling me off for doing too much or not drinking enough. Yeah, take it easy, Tina. See, Viking Lady, thank you very much for the ride on. Jeff Partridge, cheers buddy. Anthony says it's just started hammering down here over in the east of England. And there I go, 5k done. It looks like Anthony's probably just arrived at this area of the country, what we had over the weekend. Mainly Saturday morning. It was horrendous. Tina says the sun's out here. We've got blue skies, lots of white fluffy clouds, and the sun is currently behind one of the fluffy clouds, but it's okay at the moment, it's not raining. I think the worst of it was Saturday morning when we were doing that run. Paul says it's nice and sunny here. We had lots of rain this morning. I think we did, actually. I think we did very early. Like 7 o'clock, I remember hearing something outside and the blocked gutters dripping over and all that sort of noise, which reminds you need to get up there with a ladder and clear them out, but then you forget again. When the weather's nice enough to go up and do it, you forget because it's not happening. Right. Let's say, where's me mouse cursor? There it is. End run. Okay. Share to club, FMR, and save. Right, I'm usually out with Run Club on a Tuesday night, but tomorrow they're doing a bit of rounders on the beach for a bit of summer social. But I'm not really that keen on running on the sand that quick. Worried that I might twist my knee or do something, so I might do a strength training session here in the gym tomorrow night. And then hopefully Wednesday we'll be back here for Zwift Mayfield track session at 5 p.m. So come and join us. We all meet on the track. It's a free run. It's not an organised event, but we meet on the track for 5 p.m. We have a suggested workout, and or you can do your own. You can just do 5k, 10k, fast, slow, walk, whatever you want. And we'll be here live streaming on Virtual FMR from about 5 to 5. So anyway, until then, everyone, have a good day. Enjoy your evening. I'll see you all again next time. Stay safe and take care. Cheers all. Bye-bye. Just nearly broke my iPad then. See you all later. Bye.